You wake up a few seconds before your alarm. Not because you heard it, because your body already knows the time. The room is still. A soft gray light slips through the linen curtains, gently outlining the clean lines of the apartment. Nothing feels excessive. Nothing feels unfinished. Every object has its place. And every empty space feels intentional. You sit up slowly. The city hasn't fully awakened yet. But somewhere in the distance, a train glides across the morning in perfect silence. You open the window. Cool air flows inside. Fresh, light, carrying the faint scent of rain from the night before. Far below, the first bicycles roll through narrow streets. A convenience store employee sweeps the sidewalk with quiet, practiced movements. A bakery begins placing warm bread on wooden shelves. The city doesn't announce that a new day has begun. It simply begins. You make your bed. Carefully. Not because someone will see it. Because you'll see it later. A kettle begins to warm on the stove. Water slowly approaches a boil. No rushing. No distractions. While you wait, you prepare loose green tea. The cup is small. The movement is slow. The silence feels complete. Your phone rests on the table. Face down. You don't reach for it. Not yet. Some mornings deserve your full attention before the rest of the world is allowed inside. Tea first. Everything else can wait. Steam rises gently from the cup. Outside, Tokyo becomes a little brighter with each passing minute. Apartment windows begin lighting up one after another. A crossing signal echoes faintly several streets away. Someone bows politely before entering a small office building. Even from this distance, you recognize the rhythm. Not fast, not slow, simply precise. Eventually, you pick up your phone. One secure notification waits. An acquisition in Singapore was finalized overnight. The message is brief. No celebration. No headlines. Just confirmation that another carefully planned decision has quietly become reality. You lock the screen. Take another sip of tea. Across the street, an elderly man waters a row of carefully trimmed bonsai trees outside his home. He does it every morning. At exactly the same time. You have watched this quiet ritual for years. He has never asked what you do for a living. You have never asked about his. Neither conversation is necessary. Respect has never required explanation. You finish your tea. Rinse the cup. Dry it. Return it to the exact place where it belongs. Only then does your day truly begin. The apartment door closes with a quiet click behind you. The hallway is spotless. Someone has already arranged fresh flowers near the entrance. No sign explains why. No one needs to. Small gestures are simply part of the building's rhythm. Outside, the morning air feels crisp. The streets are awake now. Not crowded. Just alive. Office workers move with quiet purpose. Students in neatly pressed uniforms laugh softly as they walk toward the station. A delivery driver bows slightly before handing a package to a shop owner. The exchange lasts only a few seconds. Yet both people leave with the same quiet respect they arrived with. You begin walking. There is no reason to hurry. Being late has never been part of your life. A convenience store sits on the corner. Its doors slide open automatically. Warm light spills onto the sidewalk. Inside, shelves are perfectly stocked. Sandwiches, rice balls, fresh coffee. Everything arranged with almost mathematical precision. You pick up a bottle of green tea. The cashier greets you with a polite smile. Good morning. Good morning. The transaction takes less than 30 seconds. Efficient. Uncomplicated. You step back outside. Nothing feels rushed. Nothing feels delayed. Only synchronized. The entrance to the station appears ahead. People flow toward it in quiet streams. No one pushes. No one raises their voice. Everyone somehow knows exactly where to stand. Your transit card taps softly against the gate. A familiar sound. The platform is already full. Yet it feels strangely calm. People wait behind painted lines. Eyes on books, phones, The tracks. A melody announces the approaching train. Seconds later, it arrives exactly when expected. The doors open. Passengers step aside before anyone boards. No instructions are needed. Courtesy has become habit. You find a place near the window. The train begins moving almost silently. Tokyo unfolds outside. Rows of narrow homes. Small parks tucked between buildings. Tiny cafes preparing for the lunch rush. Office towers rising beside temples that have stood for centuries. Old and new, existing together without competing. Your phone vibrates. Once. You wait. Not because you're busy. Because this moment deserves your attention more than the screen does. The train crosses a river. Morning sunlight reflects across the water. Cherry trees line the banks. Their branches are still green now. In a few weeks, they will transform the entire city. You smile. Not every beautiful thing has to last forever. Perhaps that's what makes people appreciate it. Only after the train slows for the next station do you unlock your phone. A short encrypted message. One of your investment managers has completed the purchase of a robotics company specializing in medical technology. The report ends with a single sentence. Awaiting your review. You read it once. Lock the screen. The review can wait. The view cannot. Outside the window, Tokyo continues moving with remarkable precision. And somehow, you've learned to move with it. You leave the station. The streets feel different here. The sidewalks are wider. The buildings taller. Yet nothing seems designed to overwhelm the people walking between them. Glass reflects the morning sky. Trees soften the edges of concrete. Even the business district feels composed. You cross a small public plaza where office workers pause for coffee before disappearing into neighboring towers. No one lingers. Everyone knows where they're going. So do you. The building ahead carries no oversized logo. No massive digital screens. Only a simple name engraved in brushed steel beside the entrance. Inside, the lobby is almost silent. Natural stone. Warm cedar panels. Soft indirect lighting. A single arrangement of seasonal flowers rests on a wooden table. Someone changes them every Monday. You have never met the person responsible. The elevator opens. You step inside alone. No music. Only the gentle sound of the doors closing. The meeting room overlooks Tokyo. From this height, the city resembles an intricate machine. Millions of individual lives moving independently, yet somehow creating perfect rhythm together. 3 people are already waiting. No introductions. No small talk. Only quiet bows exchanged across the room. Everyone takes their seat. A tablet rests before each person. No stacks of paper. No dramatic presentations. The first advisor speaks calmly. Our healthcare technology investment has completed its integration. You nod. The second continues. The renewable energy partnership in Hokkaido is ahead of schedule. Another nod. The room falls silent again. No one rushes to fill it. Silence here isn't uncomfortable. It's part of the conversation. A new document appears on the screen. Not financial projections. Architectural drawings. A small vocational school in a coastal town damaged by past earthquakes is being rebuilt. The project has remained anonymous from the beginning. No foundation name. No public announcements. No donor recognition. Exactly as requested. One advisor looks toward you. The construction team would like permission to expand the library. You study the plans. Children reading by large windows overlooking the ocean. Workshop rooms filled with natural light. Gardens designed for every season. You look up. Approve it. Nothing more. No speech. No explanation. A simple decision. Recorded. Understood. The meeting continues. A robotics laboratory. A medical research partnership. A scholarship program connecting rural students with universities in Tokyo. One decision after another. None of them made for headlines. All of them designed to outlive the people making them. An hour passes almost unnoticed. Finally, the last tablet goes dark. Folders close. Chairs slide back. Everyone stands. Another quiet exchange of bows. Respect expressed without a single unnecessary word. As you leave the room, one advisor speaks for the first time outside the agenda. "Thank you." You pause. "For what?" He smiles. "For never confusing visibility with impact." For a moment, neither of you says anything else, because nothing else needs to be said. You bow once, then walk toward the elevator. Outside, Tokyo continues exactly as before. Millions of people, millions of destinations, and not one of them knows that some of the city's quietest decisions have just shaped the future of thousands. The afternoon belongs to no one, which is exactly why you've kept it that way. Meetings are over. Messages can wait. The city continues moving with perfect rhythm. But for the next few hours, you choose a different pace. A short drive takes you away from the business district. Not far. Tokyo rarely allows you to go far. Yet somehow, everything begins to feel different. Glass towers slowly disappear behind rows of maple trees. The streets become narrower, quieter. The air itself seems softer. You arrive at the entrance of a traditional Japanese garden. There are no crowds today. Only a handful of visitors moving silently along stone paths. You step through the wooden gate. The city doesn't vanish. It simply becomes distant. Gravel crunches gently beneath your shoes. A koi pond reflects the afternoon sky like polished glass. Bright orange and white fish drift effortlessly beneath the surface. Nearby, a gardener carefully trims a single pine tree. Not because it needs to grow, because it needs to grow well. You stop to watch. Every cut is deliberate. Every branch considered. Nothing rushed. Nothing wasted. For several minutes, the gardener says nothing. Neither do you. Some lessons don't require words. You continue walking. A small wooden bridge crosses the pond. The water below barely moves. A light breeze carries the scent of cedar and damp earth. Somewhere deeper inside the garden, a bamboo fountain gently fills. Then, clack. The hollow bamboo tips forward. Water spills onto the stones. It slowly returns to its original position. Silence. A few moments later, clack. The sound repeats. Simple, predictable, almost meditative. You've heard it countless times. Yet somehow, it always feels new. You find an empty bench overlooking the pond. No phone, no laptop, no agenda, only time. Children laugh quietly on the opposite side of the garden before being gently reminded by their parents to lower their voices. They do. Not because they're afraid, because they understand where they are. An elderly couple walks hand in hand beneath the maple trees. Neither speaks. Their conversation ended long ago. Their companionship never did. You smile. Wealth has taught you many things. But places like this remind you of something even more valuable. Attention. The ability to notice. The curve of a branch. The reflection of clouds on still water. The sound of bamboo striking stone. Moments most people never see, because they're already thinking about the next one. Your phone vibrates once inside your coat. You don't reach for it. The fish continues circling beneath the water. The wind gently stirs the leaves overhead. Some opportunities create profit. Others create perspective. You have learned which one lasts longer. As the sun begins its slow descent, golden light filters through the trees. The entire garden seems to glow for just a few minutes. Nothing extraordinary has happened. And yet, you'll remember this afternoon far longer than tomorrow's investment report. You stand, bow slightly toward the elderly gardener as you pass. He returns the gesture with the same quiet respect. Neither of you knows the other's story. Neither of you needs to. Some identities are carried in actions, not introductions. You leave the garden. Behind you, the bamboo fountain sounds once more. Clack. The gate closes softly, and the rhythm of Tokyo welcomes you back. By the time you leave the garden, The sky has already begun changing. The last traces of blue slowly surrender to shades of amber and violet. Tokyo prepares for another night, without ever seeming to pause. The streets are busier now. Office workers fill the sidewalks. Cyclists weave effortlessly through familiar routes. Restaurants begin welcoming their evening guests. Paper lanterns glow softly beneath wooden eaves. The city grows brighter, yet somehow, never louder. You don't head home immediately. Instead, you walk. No destination. Just familiar streets you've crossed hundreds of times before. A narrow alley catches your attention. Small restaurants stand shoulder to shoulder. Steam rises into the cool evening air. Laughter escapes through half-open doors. Someone greets regular customers by name. Life happens quietly here, without performance, without urgency. You slide open a simple wooden door. The restaurant is small. 8 seats at the counter. Nothing more. Behind the counter, an elderly sushi chef looks up. His face softens into a familiar smile. Good evening. Good evening. No reservation. No questions. You've been coming here for years. He already knows. You take your usual seat. There is no menu waiting on the counter. There never has been. The chef begins preparing dinner with calm, deliberate movements. Every slice measured. Every ingredient respected. Watching him work feels less like dining, and more like observing craftsmanship. For several minutes, neither of you speaks. Words would only interrupt the rhythm. One piece at a time, he places each serving before you. You wait, look, appreciate, then eat. Simple, fresh, perfect. Halfway through the meal, the chef finally breaks the silence. Busy day. You think for a moment, then smile. Meaningful. He nods, as if he understands exactly what you mean. Perhaps he does. Outside, people continue walking beneath glowing signs and passing trains. Inside, time seems to move differently. No one in the restaurant knows who you are. To them, you're simply another familiar customer who enjoys quiet dinners. And that has always been enough. When the meal is finished, the chef places a small cup of hot tea in front of you. On the house, you bow gently. Thank you. He returns the gesture. No photographs. No signatures. No special treatment. Only mutual respect earned over countless ordinary evenings. You leave the restaurant. The cool night air welcomes you once again. Neon reflections shimmer across rain-darkened pavement. The station ahead is alive with thousands of commuters beginning their journeys home. You blend into the crowd. A businessman carrying a briefcase. A university student wearing headphones. A mother holding her child's hand. An elderly couple walking side by side. And you, just another face among millions. You realize, perhaps anonymity isn't the absence of recognition. Perhaps it's the freedom to exist without needing it. The crossing signal changes. Hundreds of people begin walking together. For a few brief seconds, every path overlaps. Then everyone disappears into their own story, including yours. The apartment feels exactly as you left it. Quiet, orderly, peaceful. You remove your shoes. Place them neatly beside the entrance. The gesture is automatic now. A habit repeated so many times that it no longer feels like a decision. You loosen your jacket. Open the balcony door. Cool evening air drifts inside. Far below, Tokyo sparkles without end. Millions of lights. Millions of lives. Millions of dreams unfolding at the same moment. Somewhere in that endless city, companies are being built. Hospitals are saving lives. Students are studying for tomorrow's exams. Families are gathering around dinner tables. The city never truly sleeps. It simply changes rhythm. Your phone vibrates one final time. You glance at the screen. A concise message. All scheduled approvals completed. Nothing else. No emergency. No crisis. You silence the notification. Set the phone aside. Walk to the window once more. The skyline stretches beyond the horizon. Magnificent, yet strangely calming. You think about the gardener, the bamboo fountain, the sushi chef, the commuters. None of them know your name beyond the ordinary. None of them know what you own. And none of that changes the kindness they offered. Perhaps that is the greatest luxury of all, to be valued for your presence, instead of your possessions. Outside, another train glides silently through the city, right on time, just as it always does. You smile. In Japan, precision isn't only found in clocks. It's found in the quiet respect people show each other, in the care given to simple tasks, in the discipline of ordinary days. And somewhere along the way, you discovered something unexpected. Money gave you freedom. Japan taught you how to use it. The room grows still. The city continues breathing beyond the glass. No music rises to explain the moment. No final speech asks for applause. Only the distant rhythm of trains, the soft glow of the skyline, and a life that asks nothing from anyone, except the chance to remain quietly its own. A long pause. The lights of Tokyo continue to shimmer. The camera never moves. It simply observes. Until, cut to black.